seeing some great matchups, some gameplay, but as you can see, the rain is coming down here. So we're going to send you some good stuff in a few seconds, and hope you enjoy the game, Liam.
Sure. We'll be back from break in a bit.
A freshman forward from Indianapolis, Indiana, the goalkeeper freshman from Beaver Creek, Ohio.
Hello and welcome. Good afternoon to Key Stadium here at Indianapolis. We got the number 5 UINDY Greyhounds against the unranked Maryville men's soccer team. My name's Liam Blaze.
And I'm Sam Gailey. We're looking here at a great matchup. Very similar in statistics-wise when we're looking at it. Both the Greyhounds and the Saints like to score goals, like to get forward. I'm looking forward to some great counterattacking from both sides. As we know, the Greyhounds play a 4-3-3, so it's going to be interesting how they're going to utilize that right and left back to get up the field. I'm interested to see how this will play out.
It could be hard to see from the live stream on UINDY TV, but it's coming down very, very hard today. Very cloudy, very stormy, very rainy. It's going to be a wet one today.
Definitely, but you got to love those conditions, though. The slide tackling, the attempts on goal, everything's going to be harder in the rain. So
that's true. Got to be careful about the passes. Got to care about the bounces. The goalies are going to have a hard time today, but I'm sure both teams got it in their bag.
So we're going to look at the starting lineups for both UINDY and Maryville. Liam, you have the Maryville's lineup. Let's hear it.
For the Maryville lineup, we got for goalkeeper number 1 Albert Escuin, number 2 Andrew Soltz, number 3 Braden Johnson, number 10 Cedric Sengel, number 11 Mirja Hasicic, number 14 Albert De Pieri, number 16 Kelvin Mulinia, number 22 Marcus Calibo, number 23 Mason Crew, number 28 Tim Smith, and 29 Fabian Weddle.
That sounds like a great lineup, but here I have the Indianapolis Greyhound starting 11 with me right here. We have Nicholas Tanhofer, number 2, and we got number 5 Pierre Larotte. We have number 8 Brian Moreno. We have number 9 Seth Ward running that midfield. We have number 10 Michael Teloseos. We got number 10 Kabrir Gafar. We have number 15 Mason Stern. Ibo Yilmaz, number 23. Bogdan Stair, number 26. Actually, a freshman starting here in that center back role. I think that's going to be a great start to his collegiate career. On one of the on one of the sides, we have Caleb Mundell, and lastly, in goal, we have Joey Strand, a very positive and very confident starting 11 for the University of Indianapolis as it kicks here, as we're going from left to right, as Brian Moreno fights off somebody to keep the ball.
Before this game has started, the UINDY women's team has they played the other Maryville women's team as well, and the end score of that was 0-0. So that was a game right before it. But we're hoping UINDY gets a different result today with a win.
Yeah, most definitely. I think both teams really wanted to get off to a fast start. Fortunately, it came to 0-0 throughout the game.
Obviously, looking at the conditions, it's very rainy, very stormy. Sam, what do you think the game plan is going to be? Do you think it's going to be more direct or more possession? Or?
I think with these conditions, I think you want to play direct. I think you want to force mistakes. I think you want to pressure. You're going to find that UINDY is going to press very accordingly to how that back line of Maryville is going to be set up. As you can see, that pressure just made them kick the ball out of bounds here as Brian Moreno loses out here on this left side as Maryville's going to counter it immediately.
Yeah, you see all the space over to the right side.
Nicholas comes out to defend, but he's going to squeak it by him, but it will roll out for a goal kick. I think we really need to be mindful about the pitch and about how the ball will move. I think that's very important for the game plan. I think it's important for how you predict to move the ball, as UINDY is going to try to play out from the back.
Already in the first minute, you could already see you could see them adapting and trying to change and trying to overcome the rainy situation. The touch isn't there yet, but they'll get used to it soon.
Ball given away by Bogdan here on that right side center back as Mundell watches somebody slip on this right side of the defense. Ebo steps up to try and pressure one of the center backs. I think one of the key things for University of Indianapolis is keeping Maryville to one side, Liam. I think that to take away that switch is really important to keep them pinned in.
That's very true, especially in these conditions. Just one good switch can beat like 5-6 defenders. You don't want that to happen. You don't want to leave a massive hole. You'd rather just
ball given away
stay compact.
again by Bogdan, unfortunately, up this right side. Nicholas out to defend. Nicholas with the clearance.
That's good defense there. Just staying compact. Don't let the over-the-top ball get over them and get in. Let the strikers run in behind.
UINDY likes to use their wing backs, as like I was talking about. Nicholas Tannhofer on that left side. He's actually from Austria, which is really interesting. A lot of the UINDY makeup this year is very internationally based. I think looking at the starting 11 right now, I think I see 2 Americans, and I'm going to talk about Caleb Mundell here on this right side in a few minutes, but him and Tannhofer will be the engine of trying to get up that left side and right side, trying to create that numbers advantage, the numerical advantage in that midfield.
Same thing with international. Maryville also got some international players of their own. Looking at the team sheet, I see Italy, I see France, I see Germany. It's cool to see all these international players coming to these colleges in Indiana.
Definitely.
And,
I mean, it's awesome how the NCAA gives these kids a chance to come and play, especially in the collegiate system in America, while getting their education. So here's Maryville's attack up that right side. On that far side, we're calling this game left to right here, but looking at the field, it's going to be on the far left of the field. A shot comes off and is quickly cleaned out by Mason Stern right there. Deliseos forces a shot, and it just goes wide. I don't know if it's got a touch to it. Some confusion in the midfield for University of Indianapolis. Who has who? As you can see, this shot right here, kind of everybody was just standing and looking around, seeing whose man that was. But the communication, especially on a rainy day, when the ball is skipping, when the ball is unpredictable, that's when you need good communication. As Tannhofer kicks it out of bounds.
Oh, and Mirza Hasicic with a yellow card right away. Not sure what, but probably some type of language with the referee.
He probably said something. Probably said something about that last replay that we just shown. The shot, maybe it was a deflection. Maybe he was calling for something else. That's definitely something you don't want to pick up immediately.
Yeah.
There's Tannhofer with the throw-in.
Not even 5 minutes in and already getting booked. Not a good look yet.
Tannhofer clears it forward.
And it seems Maryville is sitting pretty much pretty high so far. Almost at the half line, almost.
Ball comes over. 2 University of Indianapolis players go up for it, but fortunately it works out. Seth Ward here trying to scrap for the ball right here. He's joined by Mason Stern. Mason Stern takes it up, but unfortunately the ball goes wide under an unfortunate skip. Ball across. Here's Mundell to deal with it.
It's a good ball over the top to Kelvin Molina, but loses it.
Ebo fighting on this right side. Unfortunate foul. Hey, it's a good hard foul. It is a foul, though. Free kick, Maryville.
Seemed like the ref so far is pretty easy to let the whistle rip so far.
Ball's played out here on this left side. Caleb Mundell out to defend. Caleb Mundell successfully collects the ball for the University of Indianapolis. He's a workhorse down this right side, as you folks at home will see throughout the game. Brian Moreno in the pressure. Gaffard wins the ball. Here's Ebo on the counterattack. He's got Gaffard to his right. Gaffard 1v1. Loses out to that center back. Can he win it back? Yes, he can. And the bounce fortunately goes UINDY's favor right there.
Yeah, you saw the pace of the UINDY winger over there. He's pretty fast.
Pretty pacey, pretty skillful. Gaffard, he actually played for the Indy 11 Academy. So we were very fortunate to get him. Obviously, there's other colleges wanting him. So for him to choose us, that's fantastic from him. And he's a great young player.
And he has every right to choose UINDY since they're number 5 seeded in the whole nation for D2. So it's a good, very, very, very good school for soccer.
Tannhofer to Pierre. Pierre is going to sit on it just for a second before passing it back to Nicholas. Nicholas tries to find Ward up that left side. See, a lot of this game is going to be possession-based. A lot of it's going to be strategic. There's Teleseos over here on in the middle, trying to circulate around. I think important for the University of Indianapolis, the fans understand that the midfield is fluent. Dropping in is fluent. 10 can become a 6 become an 8, an 8 become a 10.
That's right, just interchangeable, just making the defense guess what's next. Just got to keep them on their feet the whole time.
Oh, that's an unlucky cross in by Mundell. I love that one-touch effort right there instead of bringing it down.
The goalkeeper, Albert Estuin, with safe hands there, just collected the ball.
I'm pretty sure, isn't he from Spain?
You are correct.
Torrent, Spain. Actually, I've been in that region. I know where Torrent is, and it's a beautiful little city. As Caleb Mundell casually knocks the ball out for a goal kick, I guarantee the ball boy isn't going to be happy to go fetch that. But
that's expert time wasting right there.
Not expert time wasting when it's 7 minutes into the game.
Oh, that's fair.
We were talking about Maryville earlier, Liam and I. Their record is not a good start to the season as they would like, as they sit at 1-3. They've only scored 2 goals, Liam. I think that's going to be interesting how they're going to attack UINDY today.
Yeah, head coach David Korn really wants, wouldn't be happy with the amount of goals they scored. Surely they would want more than 2 in 3 games. But they're up against a tough task today with UINDY. So they want to attack. They want to score on all fronts. Just try to attack and score.
Yes, for sure. As the University of Indianapolis, 2 wins, 1 loss. Very great showing against, I don't know if you saw it, Old Dominican. They won 5-0, and they had another good win here this past week. So very confident, very upbeat. Starting 11 for University of Indianapolis, putting the pressure on early. Have early spells of possession, and looked energetic going forward, as you'd say.
It's always nice to have score 5 goals in a game.
Yeah,
and keep the clean sheet.
I mean, it's definitely good for confidence levels. Gaffar wins the ball back here in midfield. He's going to hold off one player. He's going to find it. Unfortunately, loses out, but he wins it back. Brian Moreno steps back into that space. Unfortunately, a little too late. Maryville goes down off Gaffar, and it will be a throw-in for Maryville. Both teams looking good here. Heads it away. Gaffar with the ball. Knocks it backwards. Mundell to Teleseos. He loses the ball. Maryville on a really good counter opportunity. Mundell under pressure. Mundell. He's called for the clip there. An unfortunate little foul. And a yellow card will be brandished for Mundell. I think that was an unfortunate little turn of events there.
Was that too fast to bring out from the pocket, or should have been a warning or something? Or do you agree with the call?
I don't know. I agree that it was stopping play and it was an opportunity to attack. Maybe the referee saw it like that too.
Yeah, you saw the pace there from number 16, Kelvin Mulinya. He actually comes from Kenya, so
wow, that's awesome.
Another international kid. And this is a dangerous free kick, and he's taking it with his left foot, so it's going to be an in-swinger. And in-swingers are pretty hard to
And we were talking about
difficult.
during the women's game as well between Maryville and UINDY, which actually ended 0-0. But the use of set pieces in college is very key. As the ball is whipped in perfectly, punched away by the goalkeeper, Joey Strand. Pushed in the back by Ebo, but here's Gaffar. Gaffar's away. We have Moreno to his right. He cuts it back. Seth Ward is getting up there as well. He cuts it, finds Ebo right here. Ebo's going to pick his head up, and he's going to find, unfortunately, a Maryville man. Mundell knocks it out of bounds. Here we got a Maryville substitute warming up. Maybe a little change of pace, change of energy.
Yeah, Maryville seems like they're kind of sitting deeper, kind of letting the pressure come to them.
Ball rolls back to Maryville's goalkeeper. He's going to set it down. He's going to play out the back. He's going to find that right back. That unlocking ball is going to be key for both teams. Maryville does a great job, but one back quickly. Here's Brian Moreno on the ball. He's going to try and fit. He sees him through, and unfortunately, a hair too long for Seth Ward to get in, trying to get at least a body part, a little tap, something on it. It's a great build-up play by Indianapolis.
That was good from Maryville goalkeeper Albert Escuin from coming off his line. If he didn't react in time, that could have been a goal for UINDY.
Up this right side again. He's going to cut it back inside, and he's going to find... Never mind, it's a deflection. Soccer is very fluent. You don't know what's going to happen sometimes, especially with these conditions. Ball can bounce around quite a little bit. Here's the goalkeeper, Joey Strand, with the ball. And he's going to play out the back. Here's Bogdan's there. Bogdan actually played soccer in Romania. He's been around a couple clubs throughout Europe, so the freshman is very comfortable in that back four, stepping into that role. Here, as Caleb Mendel heads the ball out of bounds, here's a throw-in.
Yeah, it's good to see freshmen stepping up to the plate and building it for the future. Good to see that they got the confidence, that they got the composure, and they got the skill to play at a first year at an early age.
Yeah, the confidence level is probably huge for him in his upcoming UINDY career.
That's right. And college soccer is fast-paced. It's a lot different than watching it on the field. It's 10 times faster than you think it is, but it's hard to do that.
Tannhofer doing really well to protect that left side of the defense here. Who do you see that's making an impact right now for Maryville?
I would say most definitely the number 16, Kelvin Molina. His pace, as well as just his quickness, and as well as Cedric Sengel. He's controlling the game. He is number 10, but he's also playing number 10, the center attacking mid. He's controlling the game. As you see, he's just in the open canal, just running the game pretty much.
Working hard. Maryville and UINDY, both teams that work hard, that press, and that fight for every single ball. Here's Bogdan. Mundell. Mundell is taken out on this right side, and a yellow card will be brandished.
This ref is very quick to go in his back pocket to pull out the yellow card.
Marcus Calibo picks up a yellow card for Maryville after that last tackle.
Against Maryville's number 22, Marcus Calibo. 13 minutes, 7 seconds.
We've seen 3 yellow cards in opening 15 minutes. Game seems pretty rough, pretty nasty right now.
It's pretty open, but here the free kick specialist, Michael Teleseus, he's going to look up to play this ball in. A little short, unfortunately. And Mundell goes to clean it up. Hot on his heels is number 28 of Maryville, who's going to play it back to Joey Strand. Joey Strand is going to hold on to it just a little second.
Tim Smith, that number 28, just did a sprint from half field and almost caught the goalkeeper lacking.
Cleared away by Pierre. Brian Moreno just cannot control that ball, and he heads it towards Ebo. Brian Moreno go up again. It's a beautiful touch out wide. Can Michael keeps it to Gafar. Gafar loses it in the midfield. It's going to be very possession-based. It's going to be possession by possession. Who can keep the ball? Who can pass it? All of that. It's going to be a really interesting game.
Now that the rain has stopped, although the turf is still slick, the passing is still going to be somewhat hard, somewhat to control. But they'll just have to adapt to it. The number 16, Kelvin Molina, got tripped up, but ref waves it off and continue playing.
Tannhofer, back to the keeper. Very risky there as number 3 of Maryville trying to step in there to win the ball high up the pitch.
A throw in on the far side by number 29, Fabian Weddle.
Pierre's going to deal with it, shielding the ball until it goes out of bounds. That's a great idea right there. To have the strength to shield the ball from an opponent is very big and a very strong point in the game. Here's Tannhofer, throws the ball in. Deflection goes Maryville's way.
Seems like number 28, Tim Smith, has a cannon of an arm because everyone's going to the box. We might see a launch happen. And if this is the case, that's something they could utilize to have good chances.
It's a brilliant throw, but easily headed away right there.
chances like those are very special. Not a lot of players can throw it that far, so Maryville could
most
use
definitely. It's definitely a vocal point here.
UINDY clears. UINDY is trying to keep a high line here.
Yeah, the high line, they're getting up. Mandela's they're holding about the 40-yard line, which is interesting. Instead of going up to half field, maybe they're going man for man at defense. As you can see, how many red shirts are actually up there. 28 to Maryville, appealing for a foul on the jump. Tannhofer with the throw-in.
Just under 29 minutes in the first half. Nothing to separate the two. Good 1-2 combinations here up front.
Gaffar passes out wide to Mundell. Mundell has his whole right side to himself. What is he going to do with it? He's going to play it forward. Into number 15, Mason Stern. Mason Stern, the heart of that engine room in the midfield for Indianapolis, alongside Brian Moreno and Michael Teleseos, who does a fantastic, cute little move right there to get around number 3 and number 11 of Maryville. Ebo takes a chance on it coming over, and unfortunately it didn't pay off for him. Here's Brian Moreno right above the 30-yard line. He passes to Mason Stern. Mason Stern, unfortunately, couldn't get the flick to go. The ball is turned over.
Number 3, Braden Johnson tries to play it up front, but accidentally screws up the kick.
Pierre with the ball. He's going to look to find Tannhofer over there. Tannhofer looking for the quick 1-2 with Seth Ward. He gets 3. Seth Ward fighting. He's going to probably, yeah, there it is. It is going to be a free kick for the University of Indianapolis. And probably a little talking to from the referee. Nothing much in that.
Well done to wiggle room and avoid the defenders and get the foul.
Pierre, can they find a switch? Pierre dropping back. Teleseos already back. Bogdan Stair fires the ball backward to the goalkeeper, who's actually a freshman too, Joey Strand. Plays the ball over and unfortunately out of the area of Brian Moreno and will be collected by Maryville. Dealt with by Bogdan confidently. Wild pass from Mason Stern here. The ball goes off the referee, and he will actually call that, unfortunately. I'm all for referees loving the game, but getting touches in mid-game is not something that's wanted. As Maryville collects the ball. Picked off by Tannhofer. Beautiful move, and he's going to look on this right side. Gaffar on his right, Ebo up the middle. Brian Moreno on his left, calling for the ball. Brian Moreno's on the ball. He cuts in with his right foot. He cuts again, looking to find that angle, trying to find that angle. Crosses in and cleared away by number 14 of Maryville, unfortunately. Just trying to find that space, trying to make that little bit of space for that extra shot.
UINDY had a very good attack going on. It was a 3v3. Just the ball got caught up in his feet in the box, unfortunately.
Maryville throwing. Ball straight up in the air. Teseos challenges.
It's a UINDY throw.
Leisios.
Oh, it's a foul.
Mason Stern knocks it right back. I love how the center mids for UINDY feel confident enough to drop back in that back line to release the two wing backs right and left. As you can see, Mason Stern, number 15, dropping in, releasing Mundell up that right side. Moreno. Gaffar. Mundell with Stern running around his right side. Teleseos on the left. Cuts it back. Can he find Mason Stern? That's a beautiful ball over the top. Dealt with by Maryville.
Muliana with the ball, cuts through. Gets to Megan, but loses it.
Moreno trying to work a 1-2 with Ebo. Doesn't find it. Decides to keep it.
It's very important to get these wingbacks involved. Very, very important.
No, most definitely. I think that is one of the things that coaches look for in a wingback who can take space, who can get up the side, find crosses. Here we have 24 minutes left in this first half of this really engaging game. Both teams really going at it. I like it. I like how as it is giving away. Here's an opportunity. Here's Ebo on this left side. A little bit overplayed by Moreno. Here's Ebo. He's going to cross it in, parried away by the goalkeeper.
Good save
Fantastic
from Albert Escuin.
The
Good hand to
Spaniard,
it.
the Spaniard had a good hand, 2 hands to it to push it away from danger.
He could have, he dealt with that pretty perfectly. He could have dealt that to a UINDY player, but instead just pushing his
There's
face.
a foul on Gafar as a 2 hands to the back. 22 actually already on a yellow card. Needs to be careful.
Yeah, number 22, Marcus Calibo. Could have got booked again, but the referee wasn't having it.
Referee recorded the foul in his book. You know, next time if he goes in on that tackle, it quite possibly could be another yellow and a sending off. Nicholas on this left side is trying to get across the back across the Ebo, and it's quickly cleared by Marion. Very positive from UINDY. Here in this first half, Maryville's got some substitutes warming up. How do you think those will impact the game?
Fresh legs, fresh energy. It's humid out here. Conditions are pretty humid. It's hard to breathe out here. So just fresh legs, just fresh energy, just can revamp the whole squad.
Here's Mundell on the throw. As you can see, ladies and gentlemen, from the track, you can definitely tell there's puddles. It's been raining off and on throughout the morning, through the women's game. As Mundell goes down again, referee says play on. Ball in the box. Gafar challenging for it, but Maryville escapes out this left side. Gafar working back to track back. Moreno working to track back. Finally dealt with Talesios in the middle.
Great job from the defender, Alberto Di Pieri from Italy. He perfectly chopped that ball and just went on a run, but got caught up.
Definitely cleans up in the back for Maryville. Oh, that's an unfortunate collision. Head-to-head, Seth Ward.
Number 29,
Looking around.
Fabian Weddle, went down with his head. Head injuries are not good.
As he might be down for a little bit. That was a nose to the back of the head, so we hope that he's okay. Unfortunately, it will be a foul against the University of Indianapolis, I think, and they're finally calling for the trainers here.
Yeah, you don't want to mess with head injuries.
Especially not taking a chance here. As Maryville's making a substitution.
Number 4, Emil Antonassi for Kelvin Molina.
Molina was a bright spot early for Maryville, so let's see how that substitution will impact the game.
Molina used his pace to get down that left side multiple times.
Yeah, most definitely playing those 1-in-1 and 2-touch balls. Very confident to go and win the ball back.
He seems to be doing somewhat okay. He's on his feet and could walk on his own.
He's walking off under his own power. He's standing up under his own power, but it's very good that he's able to do that. A couple players warming up for UINDY, including Noah Johannes and Patrick Oslek.
He's eventually coming off now.
He's walking off under his own power, which is fantastic to see. So. It's very important to take that extra couple minutes to assess that head injury, making sure he's okay before he continues or he takes a break.
Very true. And number 4, Emil Antonassi, came right back off after coming on the field. About just a miscommunication.
From the referees. They're talking to it now. A funny miscommunication here and there. You know, we always enjoy those in soccer.
Number 10, Cedric Single on the ball. This could be dangerous. Going to be an in-swinger. Hopefully they can make
Another
the most of it.
dangerous free kick here. Cross comes in, dealt with by Nicholas Tannhofer. Cleared away by, was it Pierre? But UINDY clears the ball.
Now the substitutions come on. Number 4, Emil Antonazzi. For number 21. Number 23, Mason Crew. And number 24, Jimmy Doherty coming on for number 3, Braden Johnson. Probably just fresh legs, just to help that striker. Probably been running all game, so give him a little bit of a break.
Ball cleared into the University of Indianapolis half. Maryville has seen a nice spell of possession at the moment. He's going to play it wide here. Mundell all over again. It's a 2v1, and unfortunately not enough to get the flick on. Teleseus finds Gafar. Gafar, unfortunately, unable to reach it. Gafar being strong, holding up the play, and doubled immediately. Oh, and there's another tackle again on 22.
He's still on a yellow card from earlier this half, so.
He's appealing to the referee about the foul and talking about it. I think it might actually be on UINDY how they're talking. It is on UINDY. Wow, a very unfortunate turn of events. It definitely was a scuffle.
On the sidelines, the coach is talking to number 22, Marcus Calibo, probably telling him to not do anything.
Keep his head.
Yeah.
They don't want to risk a red card literally in the first half.
How would that change the game?
A lot of game to play. It's going to definitely increase the work rate of all the other players on the field to make up for that lost man. UINDY can use that as well. Tannhofer here, struggling to clear it. Mundell clears wide. Definitely some communications issues there in the back line of UINDY, but looks like they got it sorted out, fortunately enough for them. University of Indianapolis's coach, Gabe Hall, is in his first season as head coach after being the reserve team coach last year. Very interested to see how he starts this season with a 2-1 record. Very positive, and obviously carrying with that number 5 in the nation. So we'll see how the season goes, but right now it's not going to perfection, but it's going.
Yeah, last year UINDY went through a little bit of a change. Their head coach went Xavier, so switch of a scene for their coach, and some of their players went to Xavier as well. So
yeah, definitely a changing over of players. They retained a lot of good players and obviously brought in some new ones. I don't see a problem with how UINDY plays as Brian Moreno here gets up this right side. He's going to look for the cross, and he's going to suit up. He's going to fire it. Fortunately dealt with by the Maryville defense. Moreno again on this right side. He's going to try and find the feet of Seth Ward. Seth Ward gets crashed into the back of no foul call. Moreno tries to flick it over for Gafar, and unfortunately that was going to be offsides. The goalkeeper, the Spaniard, collects it.
Molina on this left side, wide open, with not a lot of pressure on him. He got time to pick something out and cuts inside. And a very good switch.
Beautiful ball across field.
With the good ball.
Oh, he punched away by Joey Strand into Bogdan Steer, almost knocking it into his own goal. Very positive right now from Maryville. It's going to be interesting to watch how the University of Indianapolis responds here as 2 substitutes are set to come on for both teams.
Number 10, Cedric Single with the corner. This one's going to be an outswinger. You see they're kind of lining up on the top of the 18 box. What do you think by that?
It's definitely a set play.
For Maryville, number 35, Bryce Dickerson. Also entering for Maryville, number 18, Sebastian Weckletter.
The cross comes in. Maryville gets ahead to it. And for the rebound, and he scuffs the shot. UINDY clears.
Entering for UINDY, number 6, Dimitris Giannakopoulos.
Maryville playing around the back right now, trying to reset after that corner. Just get their players back in shape.
Giannakopoulos coming on here for the University of Indianapolis, number 6, replacing Seth Ward on that top left. But he sort of dropped into this center mid role, which is interesting. So do you think UINDY is changing their attack plans?
They could. Their backline, Maryville's backline is pretty solid right now. Andrew Schultz and Braden Johnson are doing a good job just holding the back line. So they have to do something creative to get over the top of them and break them through.
Foul called against UINDY. Right away, there's appeals from both players, especially when the foul is called. It's going to be interesting to see if they're going to set this up for a set play or they're going to play quickly.
Seems like they're going to take their time. Cedric Sengel is a designated free kick taker, it seems. And he plays
has that right side. He's going to
quick,
play it quickly. Brian Moreno's out there to defend.
and he gets it back.
Plays it through on that far side. It's dangerous. The cross is
Great
in the
cross.
middle. And he's up
Off the
crossbar.
crossbar.
Finished on the backside. What a save by freshman Joey Strand. A deflection to keep that concentration to retain the ball was insane. Let's see that replay for that goalkeeper.
Number 24, Jimmy Doherty, hit it right off the crossbar, off his head. So
And
unlucky for not to score
follow-up
there.
volley. So unlucky for Maryville not to put one away there on UINDY.
But that was a great job by the goalkeeper.
Mundell's out of position. Mundell's working to get back. The freshman out to defend, and unfortunately for Maryville, the ball rolls wide.
Number 24, Jimmy Doherty, came on a sub and already making his presence felt by hitting the crossbar.
Yeah, and it's something that you were talking about earlier, Liam, talking about the energy level and how it was too low until they brought on some subs.
That's right. Just the impact of a sub is tremendous and could change the game in so many ways.
Here's Bogdan with the ball. Bogdan's going to pass it up. Here's Mundell. Mundell's bullied out of bounds but retains the ball. As there is a substitution getting ready. Looks like number 15 for Maryville.
Carl Norby is getting ready to come on.
Another throw for the University of Indianapolis. Mundell. Lost the ball.
Cedric Sengel came from behind and just picked the ball up and crosses it in the center.
Tanhofer, fantastic work cleaning up that backside. Wow, that's a lot. That is a interesting tackle. Both players got into it there. There's going to be a scuffle, and unfortunately, it will not be going University of Indianapolis' way. Maryville kick. Maryville Saints here retaining some possession. I think it's quite an even match game, and it's one of those games where one opportunity is going to decide it. I think, Liam. I mean, like especially with all of these kicks.
Yeah, Maryville's getting plenty of free kicks, plenty of dead ball situations. They just got to make the most of it.
Cross comes in. Header, free header. Oh, and he knocks it right
cross.
over the bar. Number 14 of Maryville.
Alberto DiPieri got his head to it, but just missed.
Knocks it over the bar. Would I be worried if I was the Indianapolis coach right now, Liam?
I wouldn't say worried, I'd say unsettled. They just gotta, dead ball situations is it. They just gotta mark on corners, mark on free kicks. They just gotta hold that line and not let them score, pretty much.
Definitely the 1v1 battles you need to win. You're not going to get a lot of opportunities in college soccer. Here as number 20 will be subbed in for Maryville.
Number 20, Bryce Glisson, is on for number 11, Mirza Hasasic.
Hasasic put in a good shift. I believe he's from Iceland. I mean, that's awesome. That
He is from Iceland. Another international player. It's good to see for the game.
Definitely how collegiate soccer in the United States has expanded over time, bringing in international guys, bringing in their passion and love for the sport within America, giving them an opportunity to take American classes to pursue something other than where they lived. So I think that's an awesome opportunity for those boys out there. Tanhofer again with the interception. He's going to play it here. That's a great turn, but he's going to lose out.
Number
He's going
24,
to tap it past.
Jimmy Doherty.
Oh, great tackle by Mundell. Mundell sticks him. Mundell clears it up the side. Gabe Hall not happy about that last spell of position from UINDY. As Noah Johannes is set to come on.
Maryville is very pressed. They're pressing a lot on this UINDY back line. So UINDY got to be careful to watch out from behind them and not get picked off.
Ebo gets out fought on that the striker center back battle here as Maryville brings it down. Gaffar gets 2 hands in the back. No call there. Here's Ebo. Ebo is fighting with number 14 of Maryville to fight through there. Back to the goalkeeper. The goalkeeper takes a confident touch and clears the ball.
Good feed from the goalkeeper, Albert Escuin.
Yeah, Spaniard doing really well in this first half. I think he's got acclimated with the conditions. It's Bogdan. What a nice, lovely touch from Bogdan to take that down. Toseus tries to slide in and snag it. Tanhofer's forced to go wide here.
Zango plays a great ball to the right back. Hopefully to get a cross out. Number 35, Bryce Dickerson.
Works his way around. Mundell deals with it.
As they play it back to the goalkeeper. Esquin seems like he has good feet. Seems like he knows what he's doing. Doesn't seem very nervous. Seems like he's confident.
Well, I hope he knows what he's doing if he's playing Division II, Liam. A header. Pierre tries to go up and win. Here's Gaffar. Gaffar is going to knock it back to Stair. Stair. Mason Stern trying to get his head on it too, and Brian Moreno forces it out of bounds as Noah Johannes steps up to be subbed in. Noah Johannes steps in for Gaffar here on this right side. Johannes a little bit more skillful with the football at his feet, maybe looking for a little bit more of a creative spin towards the UINDY attack.
Just to give Gaffar probably a little bit of a break. He's been playing since the first minute, so he's probably just a little tired.
Johannes' first touch was a nice one. Brian Moreno with a cute little flick as he's forced to play it backwards. Caleb Mundell steps in, wins the 1v1 battle. Chips up Ebo, unfortunately unable to get out of there. A nice touch by Bogdan Stair here. He's going to play it wide to Mundell. Mundell's up this right side, knocks into Johannes. Johannes, unfortunate flick. You know, in those tight little 1v1 situations, in those tight little spaces, cute little flicks, 1-2 passing, that's what we like to see.
No, we do like the Techers. We do like that. Kind of like MSN out here.
MSN, Liam, what are you referring to?
Messi, Suarez, Neymar.
Messi, Suarez, Neymar. Wow. So I'm guessing you're a Barcelona fan?
No.
No.
Cheeky flicks right here in the air.
Can we get the ball down? Can both teams settle the ball and play out from the back? There it is. Ball's on the ground. Wide for Maryville.
And he got tripped up in the corner. Number 35, Bryce Dickerson. And another dead ball situation. Seemed like he's taking it quickly. As they reset again and play it around the back. Just under 9 minutes left. Nothing to separate the two teams so far in this game. But it is a very, very high energetic, very high passion game. And another foul. The referee hasn't booked anyone in a while.
Guys, this stream is brought to you by UINDY TV here at the University of Indianapolis. We come to you live with all of UINDY sports, including football, women's soccer, men's soccer, and a handful of others. So stay with us in this stream as we have 7 minutes left in this half. And then Liam and I will probably do a little recap before we head to break.
That's a UINDY goal kick.
Cole Rainwater comes on here for Ebo. Cole Rainwater just brings a little bit more pace, and while Ebo's more of a stand-up player here, getting Cole an opportunity to stretch his legs, make a couple runs in behind as the UINDY bench is on their feet. Tradition here at UINDY is to stand up when a player is subbed off to give them a nice firm handshake before he goes and sits down. I think that really builds a lot of character and confidence in the team, believing in each other, and having sort of like a team spirit, a team cohesion, if that makes sense.
Yeah, if you're having a bad day on the field, just nothing's going your way, it's always nice to see your teammates having your back and just cheer you on and make sure you keep going. It plays a big role with confidence just to keep going.
Johannes, unfortunately, unable to break into that area. He picks up his shin guard to put back in place.
Don't want to lose that.
Pierre with the ball to Bogdan. Bogdan clears. Mason Stern going to force it back to Mundell. Mundell's in a tight situation. Oh, he's very lucky to get away with that there. Very lucky here as another substitution is made. Number 45, August Abrahamson is in. Taking off number 10, Michael Teleseos. Teleseos was a big part of that UINDY attack, building up in that midfield area. August, mainly a striker. Liam, you think they're changing their approach to how they attack this Maryville defense?
I don't think they'll be changing their approach. I think they just want fresher legs on, just to attack more. There is just under 6 minutes left, so they're just trying to close out, going to the half with an lead, hopefully. And yeah, just going to the dressing room with a lead and more confidence.
Johannes, unfortunately, the pass a little too weak. Caleb a little bit slow to get back here. It's a 3v2.
Number 18, Sebastian Wetlaner on a run and has not stopped and plays it.
Oh, that was so unlucky for Maryville not to capitalize here, as UINDY has a counterattack with Caleb Mundell here on this right side. He's going to take the guy on. He's going to turn back, keep the ball. Nice 1-2 touch here from University of Indianapolis. Brian Moreno tries to get a flick onto Cole Rainwater. Unfortunately, it doesn't come off.
Bryce Glisson over there in the box got his feet tangled up with. If he would have gotten them straight, it could have been a goal.
Four minutes left in the half.
Rain still slightly coming down. It's not pouring anymore. It's still there,
it's a nice light rain. It's a nice light rain.
If perfect rain, whatever exists, it'd be this.
I mean, hopefully, it's not too cold out there for them. I mean, we're up here in this nice, safe, warm press box.
Air-conditioned.
Yeah, air-conditioned press box. So here's Pierre's going to set the ball down. A little confusion on where to play the ball here on this free kick. He's finally just going to find his goalkeeper, the freshman Joey Strand, in goal. He's going to play it right back to him, and we're live. No, Johannes with the ball here. A cheeky little attempt from Noah.
Albert Escuin.
Which will register, I think, University of Indianapolis' first shot on goal.
It was also cheeky from the goalkeeper. Instead of catching it, just chested it down.
I think that's also comes with the football knowledge, as you could say.
The Spanish.
There's a cries for handball, appeals for handball, and Mundell goes down after a late clip by number 18 of Maryville. Will that brandish a card? I don't think so.
Yeah, Sebastian Waitliner caught him on the leg. Hopefully he's doing all right.
Play is halted at the moment for Caleb, who's still down right here. Getting ready to come on is University of Indianapolis' number 7, Joel Eriksson. Actually, he's from Österlen, Sweden, which is actually pretty interesting.
I know there's a famous soccer player, Ibrahimovic. Hopefully he could be the same replica, maybe.
We'll see. Maybe not high-wise, but finishing-wise possibility. Ball one in the air by Maryville. Tannhofer pressing dangerous. High. Tannhofer knocks the ball out of bounds.
Maryville got lucky with that. That could have turned into something else.
Maryville not panicking while they're back there, but also knowing the urgency of getting the ball up.
Just under 3 minutes left. Still nothing to separate the two.
Joel Eriksson still waiting to come on for University of Indianapolis. Touchdown by Brian Moreno. Cole Rainwater here. Here's August. He's in. Oh, he puts it wide right. An excellent opportunity for the University of Indianapolis to go one in front. Unfortunately, he slides it right past the right post right there. Curls it.
They're taking it back, though. Build up to the play. It was a handball on Cole Rainwater, I believe.
Unfortunately, it was called back for a handball, but I think you should also look at that finishing ability and the aggressiveness of how Indianapolis attacks.
And question how
Pierre
that
winds
could
up
have
to
been
win
a
the
goal.
ball. Tannhofer lets it by him. Pierre's 1v1 out here, the defending. Hand up for appeal for a foul. Tannhofer gets in the way of the cross.
Great
Cleared away.
defense there.
Maryville has a lovely spell of possession right here. No, Johan is unable to control it. Can he get back and step in? It's a fantastic tackle by Mason Stern to get out. Mundell again with the clearance. That's a nice 50-yard ball over there. Tannhofer deals with it. He's going to knock it out of bounds for a Maryville throw here with 1 minute to go here in the half. Liam, what's your thoughts on this game so far?
Very energetic. Very nothing really separates the two even teams as of right now. I feel like UINDY would be disappointed as a number 5 team in the country. Surely they could put the ball in the net at some point, but I feel like they'll just be frustrated. But Maryville's doing a good job to frustrate them and keep this game even.
Ball cleared up the pitch. Taking it down. Hand on Moreno's back. Moreno shakes it off. Mason Stern with the ball. Flicks it up to Cole Rainwater. Cole Rainwater flicks it outside. Unfortunately, just a little too far for Mason Stern.
Great ball out to the left.
Bogdan trying to find something fancy. Could we find...
10, 9.
And that will close out the half here at the University of Indianapolis. Liam, we were talking about a little bit before here about what both teams need to do to gain the upper hand here. I think both teams need to possess a little bit more, be a little bit more patient, but definitely what do you think that the field has that impacted the game?
I believe to start off the half is shaky a little bit. Both teams start off, got to get used to the weather a little bit, but now that it's sunnier, now that the rain's not coming down as hard, I feel like the second half's going to be a lot more cleaner, better passes, more possession. But yeah, nothing to separate the two. Still 0-0.
Yep, so we have the team stats here before we go to break for you guys. Maryville with 4 shots, 1 on goal to Indianapolis is 0. I think Indianapolis definitely needs to step up its offense in the second half. Maryville with 2 yellow cards, while University of Indianapolis has 1. And University of Indianapolis is actually leading in fouls, 9-6.
And it is getting a little chippy. The ref did not hesitate to pull a yellow card out of his back pocket on 3 separate occasions. So, yeah, just tensions are high right now, but it should be a good game, good second half.
Yeah, it's a great performance from our freshman goalkeeper, Joey Strand, right there, number 24. Fantastic first half.
That is a very good half. All right, we will be right back from a break. Number 5, UINDY, and Maryville 0-0. We'll be back from the break.
Across divisions, sports, championships, and schools for nearly 500,000 student athletes. College sports create lifelong opportunity, and that starts with education. We've raised the academic bar, so more are earning degrees, creating healthier campuses by working with the nation's brightest minds, and making sure more have the chance to succeed and are supported on their journey. But beyond the numbers, it's about opportunity, and we're working to provide it for every student athlete.
To them, the whole world looks like an opportunity, one to be seized, built upon, and made better for their sport and the people around it. To student athletes, every opportunity is a chance to change what could be and show the world what opportunity can do.
Number 32, Kyle Hornsby. Inside the 30, touchdown. Michaela burns it. An incredible finish by Hall.
The NCAA and its member schools offer nearly 500,000 college athletes a path to go pro in something other than sports. Learn more at ncaa.org.
I am an NCAA student athlete.
And I pledge to be a champion of unity
on my team, on my campus, and in my community.
I pledge to embrace differences and strive for inclusion and collaboration.
I pledge to stand against racism, hate, and discrimination.
I pledge to strive for love, care, and forgiveness.
I pledge to stand against silence, deceit, and obscurity.
I pledge to strive for dialogue, truth, and understanding.
I pledge to stand against fear and doubt.
I pledge to strive for trust and belief in one another.
I pledge to stand against complacency and stagnancy.
I pledge to strive for change and growth.
I commit to supporting my fellow student athletes in all circumstances that impact them.
I commit to both choosing unity personally and encouraging it for all.
I pledge these things because we are stronger together.
United as one.
In life, things aren't scripted.
If you're an athlete, we need people like you and translate those skills to officiating.
You can get a lot out of it.
It happens in every town, in every game.
We never have a perfect game, but the rewards always outweigh the negativities.
Number 32, Kyle Hornsby. Inside the 30, touchdown. Michaela burns it. An incredible finish by Hall.
The NCAA and its member schools offer nearly 500,000 college athletes a path to go pro in something other than sports. Learn more at ncaa.org/opportunity.
In NCAA Division II, student-athletes leave a lasting impression on their communities. That's because Division II student-athletes want to make a difference and truly be part of their surrounding communities. Through community engagement, thousands of student-athletes from various backgrounds interact with community members who view them as role models. This interaction leaves a positive and perhaps even life-changing impression on all those involved. In Division II, we rise to the opportunity and make community engagement ours.
Well, it's so many memories, I would say. I think the things that when my teammates and I get together, what we enjoy the most, I think, are just all the stories, all the things that happen between us playing against some of the best schools. You know, we played some Division I schools. We beat Eastern Illinois twice. A thrill for a Division II school to go in and to beat a Division I school. And I think we remember, you know, feeling like kind of the David versus Goliath. And that's what I think we realized, if you can come together as a group, you know, that you can have success. Well, I think any competitive person, it's tough. But I still look at it today. You know, it's been 30 years since I played competitive basketball, and in the business world and the education world, you lose, and things happen, and you go back to your playing days, and you got knocked down, and you got to get back up. So that was kind of our mantra. I think to have dreams. I just, as a little kid, I had dreams that I wanted to do something athletically, you know, and basketball was my passion. And so I don't care what it is, do something that you like, that you're passionate about. That to me is the most important thing, and then work to achieve it. And if you work hard enough at it, I think your dreams can come true, even when people tell you it'll never happen. And that to me was kind of the David versus Goliath thing. Yeah, and it's a cliche, but I do think life is a game. Life is a competition. And I think I was prepared because I competed in college, and I say the same thing to people. You kind of those same attributes. You have to work hard, you have to practice what you want to do, and you have to believe in yourself, and you have to have those dreams, and you put that package together, and I think it's a pretty good package for success. Hi, I'm Larry Tucker. I'm a former NCAA student athlete from Lewis University.
Champions know how to seize opportunities. When they see moments of greatness unfold right before their eyes, they push as hard as they possibly can, and then they push harder. Because the heart of a champion never settles, never quits, and never stops giving its all. We are champions. We are Division II. We go big, we give it everything we've got, and we win. On the field, on our campuses, in our communities, for our causes, in our careers. We rise to become champions in everything we do. We are Division II, and there are no limits here. We make our time count. We set our own path. We become champions on our terms. It's time to up your game, because we're here to play and learn. But most importantly, we're here to discover ourselves, our vision, our heart, our drive, to achieve every goal we aim for, because we want to be champions at the highest level, life. At Division II, the opportunities are here. Are you ready?
If I lose, I'll respond with respect.
If I win, I'll back it up with humility.
If I fail, I'll rise up with honor. It's tough for us to put it all on the line.
Don't undo my hard work with poor sportsmanship.
Respect. It's the name of the game.
I pledge.
I am an NCAA student athlete.
And I pledge to be a champion of unity
on my team, on my campus and in my community.
I pledge to embrace differences and strive for inclusion and collaboration.
I pledge to stand against racism, hate, and discrimination.
I pledge to strive for love, care, and forgiveness.
I pledge to stand against silence, deceit, and obscurity.
I pledge to strive for dialogue, truth, and understanding.
I pledge to stand against fear and doubt.
I pledge to strive for trust and belief in one another.
I pledge to stand against complacency and stagnancy.
I pledge to strive for change and growth.
I commit to supporting my fellow student athletes in all circumstances that impact them.
I commit to both choosing unity personally and encouraging it for all.
I pledge these things because we are stronger together.
United as one.
Welcome back to UINDY, to the number 5 UINDY team versus Maryville.
Yeah, the sky has opened up here for a second, and the sunshine is shining through here in Key Stadium here in Indianapolis. Both teams have had 15 minutes to regroup, talk about things, and to be prepared for this second half. UINDY has returned to its starting 11 unchanged here from the start. So, Liam, what are you looking for in this half from both teams?
I'm looking, since the conditions are a lot better than it was at the start, I'm looking for more attack. I would like to see one team score, pretty much. Someone's got to win at the end of the day. Just depends on who wants it more. Whoever wants it more just will win the game, pretty much.
Mason Stern directing that midfield in there for the Indianapolis Greyhounds here. The sunlight is absolutely a factor here.
Never thought I'd see
with our cameras here for a second, ladies and gentlemen. It's been dreary and rainy all morning for Liam and I sitting up here in this press box, but it's nice to see some sunshine here.
That's right.
Ball back here to the goalkeeper, freshman Joey Strand, who barely gets it off his foot. Nicholas Tanhofer trying to get it free. Ball is still in the UINDY half, but cleared forward.
At the start of this half, Maryville has been pressing pretty high. Has been working so far. UINDY just got to find a way out.
Tanhofer, Stern, Gafar, Ebo.
And there's the way out.
There's the ball, the entry ball into that final third. Here's Caleb Mandel on this right side. He's going to put his head up. He's going to find Ebo in the center. Can Ebo take out the shot? Unfortunately not. Appeals for the handball. Shot on target from Mason Stern. Ladies and gentlemen, he was appealing for that handball. Liam, what do you think that call was there?
I believe that was clean. I don't think there was a handball there. Just something small just for them to get a call from the ref. But good decision by the ref and good hands from Escuin with Maryville.
Yeah, definitely.
And that's another shot on target. That might be the first for UINDY.
Yeah, let me run through the stats real quick here with you guys live. Indianapolis right now has recorded 1 shot and 1 shot on target, while Maryville has recorded 4 shots with 1 on target. So basically both teams have 1 shot on target, requiring a save out of each keeper, which is quite interesting. That shows you how little chances teams get and like how necessary like it needs to like put something away here.
Yeah, both dressing rooms. Hold up.
Ball cleared off the line.
Yeah, both dressing rooms probably went into halftime. Both coaches probably talked to them saying, we got to shoot at least challenge the goalkeeper at some point.
No, for sure.
Can't have the goalie just standing there all day.
Teleseos getting a foot in there. Here's Gafar to Mundell. Mundell trying to find Teleseos again, losing out. Teleseos with a tug, and will be called for a foul and a yellow card.
Yellow card is handed out. That's the 4th of the day.
Guys, this live stream is brought to you by UINDY TV here in Indianapolis. We support our learning center here, learning about the camera, using the camera, and so your support for this channel means a lot to us.
There's a dead ball situation here. And swinger.
Michael Salios.
Great job defensively by UINDY to get that dead ball out.
28 minutes, 24 seconds. 3 minutes, 24 seconds in the second half.
Liam, what time do you think would be a time to not panic but have a better sense of urgency here?
I believe we still got plenty of time in the second half. Only 4 minutes have gone past, but gradually you got to become more attacking, more
Definitely,
origins.
you don't want to be playing for the draw here.
Exactly. No one wants to draw. I'd rather, obviously, win. Win's the #1 option. But
yeah, you and me both.
But yeah, gradually just go. Just keep going. Just gradually attack.
Here's Maryville on this counter. UINDY doing a fantastic job to pass around the back. Here's the freshman Bogdan Stair passing it to Pierre. Pierre finds it out wide to Nicholas Tannhofer, who takes a wonderful first touch into Seth Ward. Seth Ward to Brian Moreno. Moreno, the senior this year, finding his way out.
Oof.
A rough tackle here from the number 28 of Maryville.
That looked like it hurt.
The tackle was imposed by number 28.
Number 28, Tim Smith.
As Moreno stays on the floor a little bit. He's getting up. I don't think it was a malicious tackle. I think it was just unlucky. Definitely a bruise or a cramp right there as Moreno is just a little bit slow to get to his feet.
Both me and you felt that, Sam, right? Multiple times.
Yeah, we can definitely tell that it's definitely in his Achilles. Maybe tightened up. Maybe a little more prone to muscle strains, to cramps. There's been a long workload. I don't think Brian Moreno for University of Indianapolis was taken off in the first half, unlike some of his other counterparts. Here's Ebo. Ebo trying to find some room. Here's Tannhofer. Tannhofer on this left side. Will he go backward? He will go backward here to Brian Moreno, who was just in that pass tackle. Columnist on the ball here from the University of Indianapolis as Teseos drops into that right back area as they're trying to find Mundell on that right side. Stern on the ball. Cleared away quickly. Pierre loses out on the 1v1. The ball is straight up in the air, and Bogdan brings it down. The ball is kind of bouncing around here a little bit here at University of Indianapolis until a foul was called, I believe, against Maryville.
Yeah, it was. Number 24, Jimmy Doherty, committed the foul. But yeah, here's another dead ball just to claim more stamina, just to get them take their time, don't rush the dead ball situations.
Definitely free kicks give both teams an opportunity to get set and to recover some lost energy there. Definitely utilize that. A great touch by Mason Stern, trying to play Moreno in on that left side, who's getting held off right there by number 28. Tim Smith. Tim Smith is trying to keep Brian Moreno quiet on that left side, as well as Seth Ward. He's doing a fantastic job of it so far as Pierre passes it back to the goalkeeper, freshman Joey Strand. Joey patient with it. He plays it to Bogdan Stair. Stair with the ball now. Stair trying to go forward immediately instead of being patient. Mundell throws his hands up in appeal of the pass, but UINDY trying to win it back.
That back line of Maryville, Andrew Schultz and Albert DiPieri are very, very solid for Maryville right now. They're not letting any over-the-top balls. They're not letting any through balls on the ground go through.
And I think that's important when we're talking about soccer, of not forcing it, not trying to force something to happen, to have it a nice fluent play. Mm-hmm. And I think that's what both teams need to focus on here in this last 38 minutes of Division II soccer. That's a fantastic switch to Caleb Mundell, who's in behind. No one's around him. Unfortunately, no one's in the box besides Gafar. 1v1 out here. Mundell with the nutmeg. Mundell cuts in. Mundell leaves it. Ebo on the backside. Cleared away by Maryville. Brought down by Mason Stern. The referee took a shot to the gut, and he probably has the wind knocked out of him for now.
Referee down.
That was a great passage of play by the University of Indianapolis Greyhounds. Mundell finding that space in that top right hand of your screen, or top left hand of your screen, to be able to cross it out, and the smartness to leave that ball. You saw just he peeked over his shoulder and just let it roll through his legs for an opportunity to shoot on goal. Great defending from Maryville.
And just a little simple fake, not even touching the ball, does so much to defenders. Because as a defender, you want, or you are expecting the player in front of, like, to kick it or just get a foot to it, but just letting it go does so much, creates so much space.
As play is stopped at the moment, the referee still catching his breath before dropping the ball for Maryville. You know, it's funny because everybody thinks as a referee as a person, but according to the laws of the game, a referee's part of the field actually, which is actually really funny. Oh, as a fast break here, as Maryville's through. A fantastic save by Joey Strand, the freshman, coming up big for the University of Indianapolis to keep this game level. Foul is called here. Brian Moreno. Seth Ward's going to try to play it quickly. Man stands in front. That will be a talking to. That's dangerous. And a yellow card will be brandished for Maryville's number 24.
Jimmy Doherty. That's the second time booked for talking to the ref. And number 28 there, Tim Smith, was in on net and just barely missed.
It was a fantastic save by the freshman goalkeeper. Definitely coming out, closing out his angles, making sure there's no possible way to slip it through. I'm guessing the field is still a little bit wet here, Liam, so the skip of the ball is really important.
Yeah, the turf plays a lot in shots and passes. Just like that.
Ebo could not control that there. You could see, ladies and gentlemen, the skip of the ball. Flicked on by Tannhofer. Here's Brian Moreno with the ball. Brian Moreno cuts backwards, finding Mason Stern to Seth Ward. Seth Ward, patient with the ball. Mason Stern. Brian Moreno loses out, and it's a counterattack for Maryville. You see him streaking up that left side. Will it be too late? Oh, and he will be brought down from behind. And they say you kept the ball. What an interesting tackle, Liam. I don't know if that was a foul or was it. What do you think?
I think that was clean, but that was a great move.
Oh, what a ball through. Gaffar absolutely sends his defender. Brian Moreno here with the ball. Brian Moreno trying to loop it in. Mason Stern. Oh, an unfortunate turn of events for the Indianapolis Greyhounds.
Jimmy Doherty does great as a target.
Kayla Mundell, very good stepping in there, but Maryville retained the ball. That number 28 lurking again.
Tim Smith.
Tim Smith on that right side for Maryville. He's just staying wide, staying patient, seeing if where Tannhofer's going to go as both sides, or at least at this point, Maryville has some substitutes warming up. Seth Ward pushed out of bounds, unfortunately. Maryville ball.
Yeah, Maryville number 10, Captain Cedric Stengel. Looks like he's warming up, and that's a great addition to their team. Not sure why he started the bench on the second half. Maybe he picked up some type of muscle cramp or something like that.
I'm not sure. Did he come off in the first half? I'm not sure. Definitely tired.
Yeah.
The tired legs. Oh, and unfortunately for the University of Indianapolis, the referee calls it out of bounds. Kayla Mundell looks up to the sky, is to say, how did I not keep that in? Or referee, I kept that in. Definitely everybody disagrees, agrees. So.
Good header from number 4, Emil Antonassi.
Antonassi doing that dirty work in that midfield, trying to cover up that hole, but for Brian Moreno and Mason Stern to get in as Gaffar's on the ball. Gaffar, good battle. And there he is again, cleaning up that line for Maryville.
Oh, caught in possession in the middle of the park. He tries to chip the keeper. Oh.
Joey Strand had it covered on that backside.
The keeper hit the post on the way up. Hopefully he's all right. Number 10, Cedric Stengel on his way in for number 11, Mirza Hasasic. The captain back on the field. Each minute that passes seems like it's getting sunnier. That's great.
Most definitely.
10 minutes gone. Sam, what do you see so far?
10 minutes gone the second half, the first of the second half, sorry. But both teams very positive in possession. Indianapolis got some opportunities early.
UINDY playing from the back. Great ball.
Ball forward dealt with by Maryville center back. Tannhofer here in this midfield trying to find a way through. Ball forward, Gaffar battling in the middle. The ball is straight up, and Maryville's center back, number 14. Deals with it. Alberto Di Pieri.
Number 10, Cedric Single with the ball.
It's a great counterattack opportunity here for Maryville.
Tim Smith tries to beat the defender with a low cross.
And tapped in on the back post. Goal for Maryville. An unfortunate turn of events for the University of Indianapolis Greyhounds. Number 18.
Sebastian Whitelander scored with the back stick. He was lurking there. No one was marking him up.
He was lurking there. In UINDY. UINDY just needs to do a better job of marking there. As Coach Gabe Hall is on the touchline right now communicating what he wants to do with this squad as they are set to kick off. Maryville taking a little bit of a light jog back after that goal.
After all this play, would you say that's deserved, or?
I can't tell you what's deserved, what's not deserved in soccer, Liam. Unfortunately for the University of Indianapolis Greyhounds, that was a bit unlucky to have that deflection there. They were defending well throughout the entire game. What will they do going forward? We don't know.
Just unlucky from the keeper. He just parried it, but there's no one there to mark.
It was a great, fantastic first save from the freshman goalkeeper. Unfortunately for him, the defenders just weren't able to deal with the second bounce.
Now for you, Indy, it's just how you bounce back. Keep your heads up and just keep going. Don't let the goal dwell too much.
11 minutes, 5 seconds in the second half.
Tannhofer. Seth Ward. Seth Ward goes down. Play on, says the referee. Finds Gaffar. Gaffar loses out in that midfield again. Brian Moreno. Pass for Seth Ward. Interrupted by Mason Stern, and there you go backwards. Here's Maryville's, the Spaniard in goal. Spaniard plays it wide. Escuin hasn't faced a lot of shots in this game so far, but definitely, as time will count down, will be tested a little bit more than usual.
Sebastian Whitelander, the goal scorer, was caught offside there, just lurking right behind the back line. And that's a good job from UINDY's back line to keep a high line on the 40. To not let that happen.
I think definitely conceding a goal is messing with the UINDY spirit a little bit, but they're going to attack just as hard, just as tough.
Seemed like since they scored, a boost of energy came around the team, and Maryville just are hungry for more.
Most definitely.
A shot to the face for Single.
Here's Pierre, unfortunately, unable to deal with it. He's 1v1.
Doherty.
Pierre able to recover on him. That's a great tackle to put it back in. Put it back in, back stick, Cable Mundell, 1v1. The shot's going to get away, blocked by Mundell.
Oh,
actually, it wasn't blocked by Mundell. He just had a...
Number 8, Eyob Tadesi, in for the Maryville Saints. Out goes Jimmy Doherty.
Substitution for the University of Indianapolis, number 26, Bogdan Steer, the freshman center, back getting a talk to by head coach Gabe Hall. In comes senior Patrick Ozalek, number 4. Patrick actually recovering last season from an injury.
It's always good to see someone back on the field after a long-term injury. Injuries are the worst, so just glad to see the guy back on the pitch.
Substitution for Maryville. Number 8, Tades.
Maryville playing down this left side and this far side, I should say. But a heavy touch brings it outside for a UINDY goal kick.
Pierre. Tannhofer for Moreno. Moreno gets a little nick to it, but unfortunately couldn't keep it.
Antonazzi is controlling the midfield as we speak. The defensive-minded midfielder just picking up all the loose screws.
Definitely that CDM is sitting right in front of the 2 center backs. Here's Pierre. Pierre's forced to deal with it as he takes it to the outside. On his heels, number 8 of Maryville, and he clears it out of bounds.
The substitute, Eyob Tadesi, showing great hustle and just working hard once he came off the bench. Great lob from number 14, Alberto Di Pieri. Playing around the back now in the middle. Oh, great defense from number 2, Andrew Schultz. And he got clipped. Free kick for UINDY.
Mason Stern tells the closest man off, give him that 10 yards, asking the referee.
Trying to reset, just playing through the back. So what do you think UINDY should do now ever since it got scored on?
I think they have to go for it. I think they have to think about an equalizer definitely at this stage of the game. You just have to go with your gut here, and I think head coach Gabe Hall is sitting there looking at, he's got a comfortable 30 or so minutes as we're ticking into the 28th minute, counting down from it. So, I mean, I don't think it's too soon to panic, I would say, but definitely you don't want to be walking around with 0 points in your pocket from this match.
And on the flip side, what should Maryville just sit back and let the?
If I was Maryville, I would let them attack you. I think I would sit back, play on the counter, have number 4 Inachi again sit in that midfield area, cause problems, break up that passage of play of that UINDY attacking center mid. Caleb Mundell wins the ball. Pierre to Deseus. Mundell switches it here to Seth Ward. Ward, an unfortunate touch, and it takes it away here, and Maryville's on the counter attack. He's looking, he's asking for the pass, and is cleared away by Tanhofer into the bleachers, almost striking a fan in the face. Unlucky. A low-flying UFO right there.
Can't let our fans get hit.
Yeah.
Foul on Maryville. UINDY ball.
Great game unfolding here as Patrick, what a settle that was. The concentration needed. Most people don't understand in soccer, it takes a lot of concentration to bring that ball down and then to look up and find that pass. You go, here's Pierre on this left side center back. Plays the ball, very dangerous ball. Patrick flicks it on. Mundell has the ball, got far above him.
UINDY's got to move this ball a lot faster in order to catch Maryville out on the break.
Oh, most definitely they need to move the ball.
Getting double teams. Caught in possession. Maryville back on the counterattack. Hopefully to make something of it. You can see both teams are somewhat slowing down and somewhat struggling with possession. But caught in possession again. Maryville's resetting.
Erickson with a fantastic look at Tanhofer on that left side, but cleared away by Maryville's right back. August coming on for Seth Ward. Seth Ward's day might be done here as the bench stands up to give him a handshake as Tanhofer waits for the throw in here live on UINDY TV, coming to you live from the game from Key Stadium.
Another substitution for Maryville, number 16, Kellen Moulinia, in for Sebastian Whitelander. And Maryville could use a pace from Moulinia, especially at these dying moments of the game with 25 minutes left. Just some extra fresh legs, extra strength.
Another substitution here for both teams. Noah Johannes runs onto the field. to take off Gafar, who exits far left. Mundell is patiently waiting to throw the ball in. Mason Stern basically telling him, hey, calm down. We've got 25 minutes. Let's work this thing. Let's work it and be patient.
And number 3 for Maryville, Braden Johnson in for Ayab Tadis as he walks out the right side. Good over the top ball from Pierre.
Unfortunately, Mundell was not able to bring that down.
UINDY really had only one chance of this game so far with one shot on target, but other than that, they have not challenged the goalie at all yet.
UINDY substitution number 18, Noah Johannes. Replacing number 12, Gafar.
Oh, and will he call it? No, he's going to let it roll through the freshman goalkeeper. Thankfully, UINDY's fans held their breath right there. Definitely I would. Mason Stern. Patrick could not squeeze it back to Mason Stern, but it will be a University of Indianapolis throw-in.
Do you think there's been a sense of urgency yet, or do you think they're playing calm?
I mean, as the time ticks by, the sense of urgency will definitely increase here. The ball from Teleseus, a little short of August. He's going to flick it up. Tannhofer out of position.
Tim Smith does great with a little flick. Another flick again, just unlucky with that one.
Mundell charging down that right side again. He takes on his man 1v1. A little shirt tug, and it will go out of bounds. He appeals for a foul.
Kelvin Moulinia does well, playing on the left wing to track back the right back on the surging run. Does well defensively. For another Maryville goal kick. And every goal kick, it seems like they play from the back.
They definitely play out from the back the entire time. An interesting flick from Tannhofer finally finds Johannes' feet. Johannes gets out of trouble by playing it to Mundell. Ebo forces someone down and unfortunately is called a foul. Looks to the sky for a second.
Number 29,
as Erickson
Fabian
flicks
Weddle.
the ball backwards. I don't think there's any time to time waste here if you're University of Indianapolis, as you have 22 minutes left, as number 20 of Maryville is a little bit slow to get up. Dead ball situation here taken by the goalkeeper from Spain.
Yeah, Escuin.
Escuin finds a beautiful ball over.
Molina does.
Cleaned up by Patrick. Stern can't lose the ball here. He picks his head up. Can he find somebody now? Finds the right back, Caleb Mundell. Mundell switches the field to Leseos. Leseos finding the goalkeeper, freshman Joey Strand.
Just build from the back. Again, number 4, Antonazzi, just cleaning up the loose balls. And a shot from Molina on target.
Held comfortably by the freshman.
Good hands. Antonazzi has been brilliant the second half. As I mentioned before, and just being in that pocket of space, just disrupting the UINDY's offense.
UINDY substitution. Number 6, Demetrius Giannakopoulos.
Foul is called. A little shout of exasperation from the variable number 4.
Antonazzi.
He's played well the entire game, but maybe to concede this free kick and possibly a goal-scoring opportunity would upset anybody at this point.
UINDY sending their center back up, both of them.
Mundell sits deep.
That's a good ball, but just no one got on the end of it.
Held firmly by the Spaniard in goal.
Eskelin keeps hold of the ball. Do you think this is a time-wasting play?
Time-wasting tactic? No, I mean, definitely if you're in control of the ball, I mean, like, you'd want to stay in control of the ball. So, yes and no. Maliciously, no. Logically, yes. If that makes any sense. Caleb Mundell wins the ball. Beautifully done. Here's Pierre, pressured up top. Patrick, the senior, loses it out the right side. He's going to just clear it up the line, which is Johannes gets a flick to it, and unfortunately loses the ball. A foul is going to be called on Noah Johannes there, intentionally, unintentionally. Brings his man down and concedes another set piece. Number 35 of Maryville is set to come on, Bryce Dickerson.
Ball comes in.
Cleared away by August. Ivo Yilmaz right there, holding the ball up once again. Eriksson trying to get in there. Eriksson's fighting in the midfield. Eriksson will be called for a foul, unfortunately. It's another good little fight right there.
Alberto Di Piero on the ball.
Update on the stats here, live from Key Stadium. Obviously, the score is 1-0 to Maryville University here. 9 shots on target for Maryville to UIndy's 1. 4 shots on target for Maryville to Indy's 1. 3 yellow cards to 2, and 13 fouls to 12. The fouls have are very equal this game. I think it's a very healthy concentration of a controlled aggression, I would say.
That's a very good way to put it.
Definitely University of Indianapolis is going to have to address their creative opportunities and their shooting in these last 18 minutes, Liam, because they need opportunities. They need shots on target. Goals do not come without pressure and all of those things. What do you think?
That's right. The team has to somewhere in their team's belief they just gotta go for it. They just gotta all try. They just gotta all lunge for the win. They all gotta be clutch. It's right under 18 minutes left. Is not the dying minutes yet, but it's getting close to it. So you gotta make something before the game gets close to the end.
Talesios doing an excellent job of staying calm and composed under pressure. Here's Pierre, knocks the ball up. Konakopoulos here. He's going to find Tannhofer. It's just rushed. It's a little bit rushed pushing in from that left side from Tannhofer. Could maybe he have taken it a little further and headed up?
Yeah, he had a couple more touches in there to get a better cross, but he decided to go at it one touch. Touchdown. And that counts as another shot. But a good goalkeeper by Albert Escuin. High arcing punt. And UINDY wins it.
Talesios goes to ground, trying to win that ball desperately back in the midfield. Maybe next time the Maryville needs to take the ball with them if they're trying to go forward like that.
Yeah, there's a little bit of miscommunication on that one.
Johannes trying to slide in there. Peels for a handball. Mundell again, 1v1. He's been 1v1 against him all day. And a little miscommunication there from the left wing, backheeling it across into open space where Mundell cleans up.
Must have thought his teammate was
right here. He's not going to back to Eriksson. Eriksson, good cut. Strand. Pierre. Lorot once more. Lorot finding a space out wide before finding Tannhofer. Nicholas Tannhofer trying to find August. August trying to battle. Unfortunately loses out for a throw-in.
At this point, you can kind of see what Maryville has kind of do, just kind of defend and just kick it up for number 3, Braden Johnson, to chase and eventually get on the end of it. But
For the University of Indianapolis, a triple substitution returning to the field. Seth Ward, Gafar, and Brian Moreno replacing Eric Johannesson, Ibo Yomat, and Noah Johannes. Brian Moreno and Seth Ward coming back in as seniors. What do you think they're communicating to their fellow teammates out on the field that might be a little bit younger than them?
It's always good to have a good leader on your team. There's obviously going to be freshmen on the team that don't know the specifics on the field, as well as the seniors, because seniors come with great experience and great exposure to the sport. So just teaching these young kids what to do will help the team in the future in the long run.
Miscue here from Maryville's number 8. Putting his hands up in appeal for a little apologetic to his teammates after knocking that one out of bounds.
Yeah, Eob Tadesi tried to get it to Malinia, but too much weight on that pass. And both Eob Tadesi and Malinia are both showing what the term super sub actually means by showing that they bring energy, then they bring great strength, and they help their team try to catch the W. And number 3, Braden Johnson is off for number 24, Jimmy Doherty.
Hands up for appeal for that. It will be going University of Indianapolis' way here as Caleb Mundell picks up the ball. Time again dwindling for the University of Indianapolis to get an equalizer to find the back of the net. Cleared by Patrick Ozolek here. One in the middle again by Maryville's number 4.
Antonazzi.
Antonazzi again cleaning up in that midfield. I think he's been one of the best performers we've seen today. He controls that midfield. Nice 1-2 touch. But he also wins the ball when he needs to. Again, he's coming across here on Brian Moreno. Moreno ups here. Moreno cuts through. Moreno trying to find a pass. Moreno again forcing the ball, trying to slide it through to that right wing, Seth Ward.
Decides to go 1v1 with him. And it's a throw-in from Maryville.
Here, if I was Maryville, I would take my time jogging up, getting that ball, giving everybody a rest, telling everybody to calm down. Hey, we have the lead. We have the ball. Let's keep it.
Exactly. Just try the hardest just to waste time, but at the same time, recatch your breath. And Antonazzi didn't even start today. He came off the bench, and he showed his coach why he should have been starting.
Yeah, definitely. As soon as he came on, he hasn't left the field. I think it's a great performance from him. As Brian Moreno loses out in that midfield here.
Throw on for Maryville again. Down to the corner flag.
Nicholas avoids it, crosses in back post.
Ooh, that's a great ball from the desk.
Again, this is what I was talking about earlier. You see how Maryville is just keeping the ball, knocking it around, forcing Indianapolis to chase it. Very smart from them. Going back to the keeper now. The high press is coming, though. Indianapolis stepping up. The Spaniard knocks it away. Tannhofer with the challenge. Tannhofer wins the challenge. Ball bounces. Brian Moreno tries to challenge Anachi there, but unfortunately loses out. A nice bicycle flick here. Plays it outside to Maryville's number 8, who whips it in.
Ooh, and he scuffs the cross.
Off the football crossbar right there. Fortunately, we're not playing football today, so instead of 3 points, it went for 0.
Around 10 minutes left, 9 minutes of the game. UINDY's got to create something. And who's it going to be from?
I'm looking at that front line of Seth Ward. Gafar looks like to be shifted towards the middle. Tannhofer is higher on that left side. August trying to find that space. Headed away by Maryville's 35, Bryce Dickerson, trying to close down that space and tracking back to hunt down August on that right side.
UINDY just got to get more creative in the final third. They get past the half line, and every time they just try to loop it over. Just like this, 1-2s are perfect. They just got to catch them out in
Yeah,
possession.
Dickerson wins the ball right there. Pierre and they're in behind. It's a 1v2.
Jimmy Doherty by himself.
Jimmy Doherty
He got
pressured.
He's got back stick.
You have to be very careful here. When to step in, when not to, and he
lost his footing there. Just didn't have any options and had to go 1v2 by himself.
Brian Moreno misses out on the ball. He's going to have a rip from far out. Oh, not too far away as Joey Strand dives to his right.
Cedric Sengel, the captain, had a very good connection with the ball, but just wide to the left. Number 18, Sebastian Weitliner, coming on.
Iba Yilmaz coming back on for the University of Indianapolis as Gafar slides to left wing. August put in a great shift there, just not enough and not enough opportunity to get on the ball for him. He worked hard.
And number 16, Kelvin Molina, coming off, the Kenya native. It's just not fluid up front enough. The front three got to be interchangeable, and I just feel like they're static right now.
Fantastic ball in behind. The goalkeeper comes out. It's going to be a little bit of miscommunication. Who gets it? But Pierre cleans it up in the back. He's going to pass it back to the freshman goalkeeper, Joey Strand, who's going to play it across his body to Patrick with number 8 of Maryville charging after it. Finding Teleseos. Teleseos back to the goalkeeper.
Even though they're losing, Pierre has been playing pretty well. Has been quite amazing.
Yeah, definitely. He's been calm under pressure. Definitely. Seth Ward collecting the ball here. This is an opportunity that UINDY needs to get back in this game. Brian Moreno with a nice, cute little drag back. He's going to play Seth Ward. Seth Ward, can he hold it up? No, he can't. He loses the ball out, grabbing, pulling, pushing, and finally will be blown for a foul.
Emil Antonazzi yet again just cleaning up the pieces and just frustrating the UINDY front three. If there was a man of the match award, would you think he would be in the running for it?
Yeah, definitely. I think number 4, Antonacci, was absolutely controlling that midfield, frustrating Brian Moreno, frustrating whoever was in his spot as Brian Moreno actually is on the ball, speaking of which. Here's Teseos, the Greek international, trying to whip the ball across. Gafar. Moreno. Moreno goes down, holding that right knee after that important scuffle, telling him, hey, calm down. We have 6 minutes. Time dwindling away here at Key Stadium. You're watching these final moments on UINDY TV, the home for the Indianapolis sports teams here at UINDY, where we cover pretty much everything.
We sure do. Foul on Maryville. Seems like Maryville got 2 subs coming in soon. Probably just more energy. Probably could be defensive replacements just to lock down this win.
Oh, I thought that was a little bit of a mistouch there by one of the Maryville center backs, number 14. Recovered quickly.
Yeah, Alberto DiPieri had a little bit of a scuffle there, but now we're good. UINDY throw. And he's got an arm on him, so everyone's coming in the box.
Mundell, everyone's talking about Mundell's arm, putting that ball in the box in a dangerous area, sort of like a corner kick here. Here's the throw. Ball into the box, headed away by Maryville. Back into the box, headed away.
Oh. Thought that was Charisma for a second. Two substitution for Maryville. Number 23, Mason Crew, and number 20, Bryce Glisson on. And coming off is Emil Antonazzi, the holding midfield that's been outstanding for him. Number 8, Ayob Tedessi, and number 24, Jimmy Doherty. And it seems like all their attackers are coming out, and they brought in more defending-minded people.
Mundell goes down after that harsh tackle on him. Whistles blew. The referee asked to talk to him. Just as to say, come on, you know what you were doing. Mundell back on his feet, thankfully. Gaffar here. 1v1. Gaffar tries to squeak it through. Cleared away quickly. Maybe caught a little nick on the back end of it.
I believe that's a goal kick for Maryville. Just under 4 minutes now. Now this is really the dying minutes of the game where someone on the field has to be creative and create something for the team.
Definitely going to the last 3 minutes.
It's a moment of shine, or a moment of greatness has to occur for them to come back.
Last 3 minutes here on UINDY TV, your home for Greyhound Sports. Ball somehow still in play after that. The ball is pinged around there, and Maryville loses out. Maryville pushes. Here's Joey Strand, the freshman goalkeeper. Plays it to Patrick, the senior. Here's Seth Ward trying to win it, flicking on to the Caleb, or Yilmaz right there. Fortunately cleared away by the Spaniard.
UINDY being aggressive in his final minutes, trying to create something. Good ball over the top. He set it down.
Oh, it's going to set up Seth Ward. Knocks it through the uprights and over the bar.
That was one of their best chances of the game and of the half. So with 2 minutes left, hoping they could finish that opportunity next time. UINDY has been having full possession, feels like, for this past 20 minutes.
Brian Moreno, a little clip there.
Trying to play it quickly, but the referee says take it back. Good turn.
Yeah, oh, he's through on goal! Collected by the Spaniard.
And good job from Escuin from being off his line and being on his feet. If he was caught lacking there, that could have been dangerous for them.
The head back. Patrick's in trouble in this back line. Let's see how he can be composed. He really gets around the first guy. He's going to pass it off to Pierre. Here's Pierre with the ball. He's going to look for the switch. There it is, Seth Ward. Maybe one of the final attacks for the University of Indianapolis. Yilmaz is on it. Number 14 for Maryville cleans it up, and he just maybe just shields it out of bounds. Yep, and he sends it up the line.
Down to the final 30 seconds. This might be their final push, but they're stopping the time. Not sure why time has stopped. The ref might be talking
It was
to
confusion.
someone.
It was probably confusion over that last ball that was played down the line by Maryville's left back. Shouts of saying that it was out. Shouts of saying that was in. Liam, what did you think?
I believe he's out. I don't know why they're going over this. Just let the game go on. 30 seconds left. Seems like it's going to be a drop ball here.
Wow, that's amazing. In the last 30 seconds, they're going to go for a drop ball.
UINDY won the drop ball. UINDY free kick.
Quickly. That's the name of the game here in the last 23 seconds here.
$20 seconds left. This is going to be the last push of the game, last moment. Maryville wins the header.
Last opportunity here for Tannhofer. That's out, and that will end the game.
Last-ditch effort.
Last-ditch effort, just not enough here from Key Stadium here at University of Indianapolis, with the final score being Maryville University 1, UINDY 0. I'm not sure if either team deserved to stick it out, but we were talking about it at the break about how one opportunity can lead to a goal.
Yeah, just one opportunity came out of nowhere. Just came from them building from the back and then them going on a cross. And just one cross, one goalie save turned into a goal. But yeah, just one little
unfortunate
effort.
turn of events, obviously, here, Liam. Well, we would like to thank you for staying tuned to our University of Indianapolis UINDY TV here for live from Key Stadium. My name is Sam Gailey.
And I'm Liam Blaze.